Good morning, boys and girls. We're doing language on our little thing this morning. How are you all doing in language? I graded your last week's papers, and it looks like you're doing pretty well. Remember, a pronoun is something that takes place of a noun. So, and remember, I is only used if it's a subject. So, like Mrs. Hedden and I are going for ice cream. All right? But today, Monday, we're doing our Chapter 9 review. So take out page 169 and 170. That's our review for today. All right, let's look at the first part, part A. Underline the pronoun in each sentence. Remember, it is a subject sometimes, and sometimes it's a possessive pronoun. So let's look at number 1. It is interesting. What is interesting? It. In each subject, in each sentence, you're going to find one pronoun, only one. Remember, they can be I and we, he and she, it and they and you. If you don't remember them, just remember it's something that can be replaced by a noun. So if you could put dog or cat or mom or dad or Joe or Fred in there, or your Grandma Gertrude, and replace it with something, it would be a pronoun. All right, let's look at part B. Decide whether the underlined pronoun is singular or plural. Singular means what? Just one, correct. Plural means more than one. So let's do the first one. We. Is it more than one or just one? Correct, it's more than one. So that would be a plural. So you would circle plural. Do the same on 9 through 10. All right, let's look at 11 through 14. Remember, if it's a subject, it answers the question who or what. So it asks you to decide whether the underlined pronoun is a subject pronoun or an object pronoun. So if it's not the subject of the sentence, then it's an object. So let's do the first one. Harvey gave money to them. Who gave money to them? Harvey. So it's not the subject, so it would be the object pronoun. Let's do the next one. You can give an offering too. Who can give an offering? You. So you would be a subject because it answers the question who or what. Good job. So we're going to continue that on 13 and 14. Let's look at 15 through 19. This one is, if it's the subject of the sentence, you will always use I. If it's the object, you will always use me. So let's look at number 1. I or me wrote a thank you note to the visiting missionary. Who wrote a thank you note? Correct, I. So that is your subject. Good job. Let's do the next one, number 16. Mr. Williams wrote a letter back to I or me. It would be, who wrote the letter? Mr. Williams. So it's not a subject, so it would be me. All right, continue on the 17 through 19. Now, turn your paper over, and the next part is fill in the circle next to the correct sentence. So you will have to decide if you have the verb that's correct. So she collected seashells at the beach, or she collects seashells. It would be the second one. She collects seashells? No, she collects them. Okay, let's look at 25 through 29. This one, you're going to have to decide where the comma goes. If it is a possessive noun, and if it belongs to somebody. All right, so if it's plural, more than one Caleb, it would be at the end. Do you remember that? All right, so let's look at number 1. Caleb's father built a tree house in the backyard. So it is Caleb's father. It's not more than one Caleb, so it would be an apostrophe S. Let's look at, all of them are going to be possessive pronouns, so there'll be apostrophe S's on all of those. All right, let's look at G, 30 through 33. Write the possessive pronoun to replace the underlined word or words in each sentence. We just did this last week. Tammy's neighbor moved to Los Angeles. Replace Tammy with what word? She? Neighbor? No. Her neighbor. Very good. So go ahead and do 31 and through 33. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.